welcome back, you guys, to another exciting night with yours truly, Sylvia Camille. And I just want to tell you, it has been a beautiful Sunday. Beautiful Sunday. Today, this morning, I spent my time riding around the city of Atlanta delivering yard signs to some of my teachers because tomorrow is Teacher Appreciation Week, Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week. So if there are any educators out there who are watching, you have been doing a superior job this year under the conditions of teaching virtually and face-to-face. So pause up, whatever your mascot is. I always say pause up because we're the Panthers at my school. But I just want to invite you all in tonight. Unfortunately, our guest, Ray of Sunshine, little darling, she had to cancel, but that's okay. We're going to reschedule. We push through and we move on. Ray Sunshine has a lot going on. So when you get a chance, go to her YouTube channel, Ray of Sunshine, or her Instagram page, and you'll see what dynamic dancer, rapper that she is, and a singer. So we're just going to have to reschedule her. But that's okay because you got me, your host tonight, Sylvia Camille. And I have a word of the week for you that we're going to discuss doing tonight together. And also, if you missed my interview with Blue Mile LLC consulting company, I'm going to show you a clip of that. Last week, word of the week was encouragement, to encourage yourself through anything that may be going on through your life. I told you to go listen to Donald Lawrence. That's one of my favorite songs by him and the Tri-City Singers. So the word of the week is determination. Determination. And it's also graduation season for the class of 2021. So we know that they had to push to, they had to be determined. So basically the word of the week, determination, firmness of purpose. Staying focused to whatever your purpose is, determined and making sure that you're going to push through and get it done. A tendency to move in a fixed direction. When you have your mindset on a specific goal, you are determined no matter what. If you get stuck in the snow, you determined to get out. You're going to get that shovel. You're going to reach back and find something in the trunk to push you through. So that's what I want you to do this week. Focus on self-determination. Be determined. Be focused about whatever your actions. Be intentional what you're doing. So I said, since it's just me, and of course, I am a dreamer. So here's a special quote from Colin Powell that talks about determination. A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. That's what Colin Powell said. And we know that he stood the test of time in his position with the government. And there were times when he had to sweat. So this week, if you are determined that by June, you're going to lose those 10 pounds. What I am trying to do, I am holding at 181. Yes, I said that, holding at 181. But I know some people say you don't look it. I am determined to lose 20 pounds, okay? But, I love ice cream. I cheated today already. So how determined was I? I had to go by Dairy Queen and get a small blizzard with bananas and wet walnuts and pecans. You talking about delicious. But anyway, I've got to put in some sweat this week, either jogging, walk, run, jog, or some cardio, 30 minutes a day this week or something in order to reach my goal. My goal is to lose 20 pounds, okay, guys? So I'm trying to get there. But I'm holding right now at 181. But I'm going to get there. But it's going to take some sweat. The word determination. You got to make up in your mind in order to do it. Whatever you're going through or whatever you're doing, you have to be determined to do it. Okay, don't stand in your own way. Hard work. It takes hard work to reach those goals in life. So I researched for us tonight. How are people successful? What do they do? And we got a comment already. Ooh, but from Auntie Tanya Ricks, it's okay. Stay encouraged. That's right. It is okay, Tanya. Yes. And we're going to stay encouraged. So we're all trying to be successful and some pitfalls come in between. So I looked up some key points to help us to stay determined, to keep going and doing whatever we're doing in our life that we have our goal on. One, I got to put on my Glasses for this one. Let me switch up on y'all. Let me switch up. Let me switch up. Y'all like my red glasses? I've worn them before. One, it says, I looked up, how do people who are successful, how do they do it? What are some things that they do to keep themselves successful and to be determined? One, it says, let go of your past. Let your past inform your future, nothing more. So it's basically saying the past is valuable. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the mistakes of others, and then let it go. How many times have we heard that let it go is in the past? I know I'm wrestling right now with a situation that's been on my mind, but I got to let it go because it's over. The past is valuable. We need to know about the past. It's going to help us in the future. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the mistakes of others, then let it go. Because if you keep that bogged down, then that energy, you're wasting energy when you can be focusing on something else. The second one, it says, see your life and future as totally within your control. So that means anything that we know we can't control this week, let it go. Because there's nothing we can do about it. Hey, we know we can't control the weather. So, what do? We adjust. If the meteorologist says today it's going to be 50% chance of rain, is nothing we can do. We accept that and we go on. But it's hard for us sometimes to accept things that we're trying to control when it has something to do with the success or whatever's going on in our life. So I would say to you, pray as if God would take care of all. Act as if all is up to you. Pray as if God would take care of it all. And that's what we all need to do. This is the first Sunday in May. We are so blessed to be here. Did you take your communion? I'm going to take mine later on tonight. Act as if all is up to you. The third thing is said, don't waste mental energy worrying about what might happen to you. You can pour all of your energy into making things happen. So if we focus, keep on saying, oh, I didn't do this, it didn't happen, whatever. All of that energy that we're using describing what didn't happen, we could be using our energy to make something happen. And I said, that's deep. That's when you have to reshift, rejuggle some things, and then get back on track. Look at your goals so you can stay determined. Don't waste mental energy, our mind. Keep on thinking over and over again what happened or what didn't happen. What could I have done differently? Don't waste your mental energy worrying about what might happen to you. You can pour all your energy into making things happen. So stop worrying. Don't worry. Be happy. Number 3, learn to ignore the things you can have no control over. That's so hard for all of us because we want to control everything. But learn to ignore the things you have no control over and just try to walk in peace and in faith. But whatever you're doing, it's going to happen. Stay determined. 4, don't resent, but instead celebrate the success of others. Now I got to stay right here because it's so hard for all of us. We like, it's hard for me being a singer, actor, an actress, and then a host now. And of course, I keep auditioning and trying for things. And then if I don't get the part, I'm like, well, how'd she get it? I look like her. All of that comes in my mind. That happens to Sylvia Camille. I can't help it. But instead, I could not hate on the person. I have to celebrate the success of others and then just try to self-reflect and see if it's something that I can improve upon. So eventually, I will get that yes. When success is concerning, I like this. When success is concerned, birds of a feather tend to flock together. So draw your successful friends even closer. Most of the times we might be hating on somebody because they got this, they got that, looking at their material things, but we don't even know how they got it. But if you are, whatever your goal or your occupation is, and if you're trying to move up on your job, instead of hating on the person that you see who is moving up and being successful, hey, be their friend. Maybe they can teach you something or you can learn something from them. And it says here, birds of a feather flock together. So their successes can become your successes, and they can show you how to be successful. I thought that was interesting because normally we think of negative things about birds flocking together. You know, our parents told us that you hang with the wrong people, then, you know, their influences might influence on you. But I never thought about it in a positive side. If you hang with positive people and people who are being successful, that's true. We don't hear it all the time because we always focus on the negative. Then some of that positive energy and those successes will rub off on you, or they can guide you to that point. So don't resent, but instead celebrate the success of others, so the success can come to you. 5, never stop to complaining. Never, not stop, but stoop. Never stoop to complaining, criticizing, or whining. We're going to chunk this. Never stoop to complaining. Because you know what happens if you complain, you just continue. It's nothing happened. You just complain and complain. Oh, my car won't start. Oh, my car won't start. Oh, I got a flat tire this week. Oh, da da da. You always complain and that's putting negative energy in the air. Negative energy in the air, and we want to put out positive energy. Never stoop to criticizing. This is what they said. People who are successful, we know as a human being, sometimes these adjectives you portray these behaviors, but the most successful people, they don't stoop to complaining because they're focusing all their energy on the positive, trying to get to their goal or whatever their mission is in life. Never stoop to criticizing. Don't be so quick to criticize somebody, because when you have to put the mirror in front of you, what might you see? Never stoop to whining. Stop whining. You know, as a little baby, oh, I want me some more juice. Because mom and dad won't give you more, just whining and whining and whining until you have your way. But as an adult, sometimes we whine too. Depending on what the situation is. We might want to have our way with something in a relationship, with a marriage, with your spouse, even at work, or just whining because it hasn't happened for me yet. Stop whining. They're saying stop whining and put that energy into something positive and come up with your plan and be determined, and it will come. Our words have power. We've heard this so many times. Our own words have power. And that's so true. I told you in my interview that I'm going to show you all just a couple of clips of my interview, being interviewed with Blue Mile. I really realized that I had some negative power that was on me that I didn't even realize I was depressed from the death of my father and my nephew for almost 4 years now. And I didn't know that. The negative of them just saying, oh, they died, and my next, oh, why did they have to die? I just keep on playing it in my head over and over again. Then finally, I think I really released it when I had to sing the song in the play, Deliver Me. So our words have power over us. So I had to deliver myself. I had to tell that to myself, deliver me from what I'm feeling of this depression. I had to start listening to Darlene McCoy's song, I Shall Live and Not Die. So just be careful with the words that you say over yourself or to anyone, because they are very powerful and they can set you into a mental state of anxiety, depression, which I didn't realize that I was going through until I did that play. Hey, Miss Rose Bailey. Hey. Yay. Applause, applause, applause. I see you with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Auntie Tanya said, amen. Positive thoughts and positive people are important. That is so true. And Auntie Tanya, you are one positive person. And Miss Rose Bailey, you are too. Just being on here with me tonight, Sylvia Camille. Y'all are helping me push through. Hello, Miss Lee. Another positive energy. That is so true. There is power in our words. And we just have to be careful. We have to be careful about that. Because I tell y'all the truth, I did not know that I was depressed until I mean, that's amazing. He's been gone 4 years and I'm going through the motions, living, yes, and doing all these things. But him and Chad, they put me in a deep depression. They really did. But I kind of feel like I'm coming back. I would say Boogaloo is back. That's what he called me. I feel like I'm coming back. So I'm going to stop complaining. Okay, I have stopped complaining that they have gone and they have left me. I left my family. I'm going to stop complaining about that. I'm going to do my best not to criticize. And I'm going to stop whining, because there was a time I was like, Daddy, why you leave me? You left us here, and you left us here all by ourselves. What we going to do? And, all of that was going through my head. Then when months passed, I said the same thing. Month when you left your mama, I mean, it was just stuff going. So all that negative energy was built up inside of me, and it took 4 years for me to release it. So I just encourage anyone who's listening, do not stoop to complaining, criticizing, or whining. Be careful with the words that you choose, that you speak out of your mouth. Use the energy for good. And the energy their death has turned into something good. I can't share it tonight, but if you're a super fan, you already know about it. So I took that negative energy and turned it into something positive. All right. Number 6, what I want to share with you all. Don't focus on others. Only try to impress yourself. Now, we can stay here all night long. Don't focus on others. Only try to impress yourself. And growing up in a materialistic world, sometimes it's so hard not to focus on others. But if you do focus on others, you can't see yourself. You taking all the attention off of yourself, and you looking at what someone else is doing. And the journey, our paths and our journeys on life are totally different. So we have to almost say tunnel vision within our eyesight of what we are called to do and what we want to do. And like I could just have to just say, in the season that I am in my life now, with a beautiful educational career for the last 28 years, but of course I'm living my dream. Sylvia Camille is living her dream. I've got to make sure I don't focus on others, because I can get caught up seeing what their Instagram page looks like versus what mine looks like, or what their Facebook page looks like versus my Facebook page, or their website, or they have so many followers and I only have least amount of followers than them. So I have to stay focused on that. That is hard. It's hard with society, because of living in social media land in this industry. But I'm going to do my best not to focus on others and only try to impress myself. Genuine relationships moves you happier, and you are only form genuine relationships when you stop trying to impress and start trying to just be yourself. So don't try to make a friend based on materialistic things. Be yourself. And if they're supposed to be your friend, they'll be right there with you. That's right, Miss Bailey. I love this. If y'all have some questions tonight, I would love to hear from you. If you have some questions about determination, or some questions you want to ask Sylvia Camille about my journey and what I'm doing. Number 7. Constantly revisit your long-term goals. So in the beginning of the year, I did do a vision board, and some of the things on there, new opportunities have come. That was one. Remove negative people. That has happened. I have also here writing my purpose, working on my body, my mind, and my set. So in RSVPing for different things that might come up in my inbox. So I've been doing that. So constantly revisit your long-term goals, because if you don't set any goals, you don't know where you're moving to. So that's what this article that I read about determination says. Those people who are successful, they constantly revisit their long-term goals, because they can reevaluate, restructure, or reshift some things so they can make sure that they get through. And they also said mental fatigue makes us take the easy way out, even though the easy way takes us the wrong way. They hit me in a different light. Mental fatigue makes us take the easy way out, because if you're tired of doing something, you're just going to give up. You won't do it. If it's getting on your nerves, you're going to put it down and be like, oh, never mind, I do it tomorrow. I don't feel like doing this. So even though the easy way is easy to give up, that's what the successful person is saying. Because if Beyonce had given up on herself, she would not be the famous Miss B right now with her artist and entertainment. Anyone that we admire on TV, or even just reading a book, a book that you enjoy reading, that author did not give up. They stayed in it. The mental fatigue probably did come, and they may have to have taken some pauses. And I'm learning that sometimes I get burned out, but I've got to push through, because it's easier for me to say, okay, I'm not doing Sylvia Camille tonight. Okay, my guest did not show up, so I'm just gonna send out a on Facebook and say, no Sylvia Camille tonight. But no, I had to push through, and I researched and found some information about determination that I want to share with you all. So I'm not gonna let the mental fatigue wear me out and have me give up, and I don't want that to happen to you. So make sure, even though it's the easy way out, push through. Don't worry, just encourage yourself and keep moving. Number 8, count your blessings. Count your blessings. We are so thankful for everything that has come to pass for us in the stage in our life. And I know I am. Because this journey with Sylvia Camille has been going on for a long time. But I am so thankful for the blessings and the opportunities that have come with me just trying to live my dream. So I challenge anyone, whatever your seeds, whatever you're doing out there, count your blessings. Be thankful for life. You know, we've lost so many people during this COVID season since last March. It is unreal. I lost my sister's father-in-law to COVID. I know some co-workers who lost some family members, some church members. So we just have to stay encouraged and be blessed and count our blessings. I love this. Before you turn out the light every night, take a moment to quit worrying about what you don't have. Quit worrying about what others have that you don't. And be thankful for what you have. Before you turn out the light, I still say my prayer that I learned when I was a little girl. Lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. I still say that every night before I go to sleep. I think I said about 5 or 10 times, and I finally fall asleep because I think it's so powerful. Lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. So before you turn out the light every night, take a moment. Don't worry about anything. Just say your prayers. Don't worry about what you don't have. Quit worrying about what others have, what you don't. Powerful. Now, are there any questions in the comment section that you might want to ask Sylvia Camille? Because I am going to share with you all guys. Last Tuesday, I got interviewed, and I don't know how many of you all did. So we're going to see a clip, about 15 minutes of it, of me being interviewed. Yes, you're Sylvia Camille. So let me get ready to share the screen. All righty. Hilton, you will find
she
us.
preaching tonight. We're going to take up a love offering when we get done.
Yes, please, because you got to help me feed the children. I got to.
They grown.
Almost. They still like to eat.
Listen, okay, y'all, we got to get into this thing. So we were put up all night. I'm just telling you, we were put up all night.
I was interviewed by Calandra and Daphne,
a good friend of mine and our fellow industry peer. Let me tell you, I think I met her back at Morris Brown College or something like that. We have mutual friends as well that we do know of. But let me tell you guys, she's an actress. She's a singer. She's a host. And, you know, I had the opportunity to be interviewed by her. And we had so much fun. Matter of fact, I need to get her back because she put a game on them that I had to do. So I'm going to have to get creative and bring a game. She ready. I couldn't know. You know, so we getting ready to bring it. Guess what? Tonight, our guest is Miss Sylvia Camille. We're going to bring her on.
I love this. This is just making me happy.
This is making us happy. Hey girl, what's going on with you?
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, how you all doing? I love it. I am so happy to be here with Blue Mile and being
Yes.
you all are the first people to interview me. Yes, on a social media platform. So
I love it. I love it.
When I tell you this lady right here is a true diva, and I say that because she carries herself as a diva. And that is her brand, Sylvia Camille. You see the kisses and the hearts back there because she's about spreading love. You know what? We had to get her on because this is all about her. Second edition. We interviewed another young lady, and you guys are gonna be seeing it. But tonight we dealing with Sylvia Camille.
Sylvia Camille.
Let me say your last government name, Pierce.
You most certainly don't leave out my name. Sylvia Camille McLendon Pierce.
Okay, McLendon Pierce.
Hey, leave out my main name. That's my daddy, honey.
Okay, honey. Okay. I love it.
Listen, Sylvia, known as the Songbird from South Atlanta.
That is awesome.
I'm talking about born and raised. You're a fellow Georgia Peach. I'm a Georgia Peach too.
Are you a Grady baby, Sylvia?
I'm not a Grady baby, but I'm a Northside baby. But I love.
Okay, all right for the Northside baby.
I love Grady. I love Grady because they my brother in our life, and just my aunt literally in probably an hour is being released from Grady.
Okay, okay.
Hey, I love Grady, honey. Grady.
Okay, well, tell us a little about. We read your bio, so we kind of get where it comes from. But tell the people who Sylvia Camille is. Tell the people who you are.
Okay, Sylvia Camille, as you already know, I am a Georgia Peach, born and raised in the Swats.
I'm the Swats. But exactly what is the
Southwest Atlanta?
Oh, okay.
And no other honey, we Southwest Atlanta.
Okay.
Green Mall, Macy's, honey. Remember when we had the ice cream on the cone with the orange with the little elephants where you can sit, and then we sit down. Oh yes, ma'am, honey, straight from the SWAT. I got a whipping for walking down Campbellton Road going to McDonald's. And going down, I can put all this diva down and be straight SWAT.
Okay, hey, it is what it is. Honey.
Come on,
you know how to change tax when it's time.
I matriculated to Atlanta Public Schools, okay, and then I went to Morris Brown College. You heard the good news? Good news.
I did.
What was the good news? I missed it.
It's gonna be homecoming. It's gonna be crunk.
Okay, homecoming.
Yeah, they back in it. They back in it.
I love it.
They back in it. Okay, so Miss Sylvia, the singing portion. I understand that you discovered your singing ability while you was in church. Miss Eloise Dukes discovered who you. Now, how influential was that? And was I'm Still Holding On your first song you ever sung?
It was. Miss Eloise Dukes was our choir director. I attend Flipper Temple Army Church. I was baptized, and that's my home church, where Reverend Gregory Easton is the pastor. But my mother and my father went. My mother and father went to Morris Brown, and when they joined Flipper Temple. So Miss Dukes. Yes, Miss Dukes was our choir director at the church, and I don't know if it was a Saturday or what we were having rehearsal. She said, "Come here, I want you to stay after."
Wow,
to lead a song, and I was like, "Who, me?" So she practiced with me, and I did that song, and I actually started singing. Of course, I was in the choir in elementary school and in middle school, and in high school. Mr. Tommy Rock was my choir director at Mays High School. But Miss Dukes was the one who gave me that first solo at church, and then after that, it's like she's like, "Come on, you can sing this. Come on, we'll teach something else." And then I just started singing.
You
Now,
know what?
my mother said I've been singing ever since I was in the crib. She said I was singing.
Probably. You know, that's how we do.
That's how we do.
But you know, it's just amazing when you said that who me. It's amazing because a lot of singers get their start with that whole who me. You mean, and those are the ones that go on and advance even more because the who me is like, you really think that I'm this great in my talent to actually do this?
Right.
I love that. I love that. What are you doing, Calandra? I love that. I love that. What? What are you doing? So I'm really making a point because I want even everybody who has a gift and even that that might be a little shaky about their gift, that who me, when somebody sees something in you,
right,
and it's like, okay, and the thing about it, you were willing to do it, and it impacted your life even to this day. I love that because even with myself, is even I want you to do this. Like I'm sitting in the back trying to hide, and you're pointing me out. But look where God is taking us now.
Right.
True. Yeah.
I love that. Who me? I'm about to write a song about who me.
Who me?
Yeah, this might be a good one. Me? I think we're gonna all collaborate on it. How about that?
I love it. Who me?
Yes. Who me?
Who me? Yes, me.
Yes, me.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, me.
Yeah. Why not me? Why not me?
Why not me?
Why not me?
Why not me?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Listen, we done started writing a song. Okay, so we go from Miss Eloise Dukes, and then you go over to Benjamin E. Mays.
Yeah.
And appear. Is that your first play you did over in Benjamin E. Mays?
Yes. Yeah. And my chorus teacher, Mr. Tommy Ross, he was like my father, and he told me I cheered also.
Okay. You multi-talented young lady.
But I have to tell you, Mr. Ross hated me cheering, going to cheerleading practice
with that voice.
Yes. And one day he was like, "No, you are not going to cheer. You just going to sing." So you know how we have musicals and things like that, like Pearly, West Side Story.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when he introduced me into acting into plays and singing at the same time. So Mr. Tommy Ross.
I love it.
Yes, introduced me.
You know what? That is awesome. That is awesome. So guess what? Then we get on over and we just going into the career of Miss Sylvia Camille.
Yes,
and just
because you are so multi-talented.
We going into the career.
Your bio is just so vast and so many different capacities in the industry, in the entertainment industry. So I'm just excited to hear your story on this piece.
So you go and then you participate in the Canton Jones Just Keep It Clean finals. You were runner up in that.
I forgot about that. I have to tell you all a funny story though. It was at Greenbrier Mall.
Okay. Over in the SWATs.
They didn't tell you the funny story about the SWAT. We actually had to go back because the first performance, getting to the finals, for him selecting the finals, y'all guess what happened?
What?
Somebody ran down the mall. Okay, the stage is right in front of Burlington. Where Burlington is, right? Somebody ran down the mall screaming, "Gun, gun, gun, run!" Now wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was one person already on the stage, and I was looking like, oh, I was supposed to be next. I don't know if that's going to happen. But I mean, everybody cleared out their mall so fast.
I know they did.
So I can't recall if I performed that same day. I think we had to come back another weekend.
Okay.
That was a beautiful experience. But other than that,
he all spared your life, right?
Hey, he spared my life. So Stoneberg could sing.
So a Stoneberg could sing. Come on,
I love it.
Yeah,
listen, I love it.
I forgot to compete in that,
girl. And then we went on to the 2010 Atlanta Gospel Fest American Idol winner. So they had their own version of American Idol.
That.
And guess what? That was held
at Greenbrier.
At Greenbrier, honey, at Greenbrier.
So are you telling me that the gospel?
I'm gonna tell you, I am a Georgia Peach all the way.
I
But
see, but you know what? You standing proud.
funny. Yes, that was Ricky Brooks, a lady by the name of Ricky Brooks. She held that, and
I know that name, Ricky Brooks.
Ricky Brooks, and yeah, she had like the Gospel American Idol contest.
Yeah,
So
I know exactly who that is.
they had about 2 or 3 rounds. I can't recall, and then the final time in a hotel where I competed, and I was selected the winner that night. So
but then Ricky Brooks did the Atlanta Gospel Fest too, didn't she?
Yeah, did
at one time. I thought so.
That's her.
I thought so. Yeah, she did a lot in Atlanta. She used to do a lot in Atlanta. So.
Awesome. Well, I can tell you one thing. If you can't do nothing else, you can tell them how it go down in the Greenbrier Mall in the SWATs when you trying to do it. When you trying to do a little bit of singing. So listen, before I get to, so then we go into the singing. What made you go into the acting, the film part of the entertainment industry? Because you made some appearances in quite a few movies. I'm now gonna have to go back and watch them and look at and see you in it. Like Come Sunday and Greenleaf and Being Mary Jane.
My brother was in Being Mary Jane.
Oh, okay. I just found his episode. Well, let me tell you how acting. First of all, let me tell you, I always wanted to be an actress. Okay. I was a little girl. Okay. Let me watch Knox Landon in Dynasty.
I love it.
With him. I would do my homework, and he was like, okay, my nickname was Boogaloo. Boogaloo, you can sit here, and he would let me watch it. So I always thought I wanted to be Joan Collins.
Oh, girl.
Diane Carroll, because I was just fascinated by the beauty in them, you know. So, I had to tell the story of my testimony. I did not want to go to college. I remember distinctly having my backpack coming downstairs, and I told my mom I was going to Hollywood. Okay. I wanted to go straight to Hollywood. My sister could tell you I had my little backpack, and I was going downstairs, and I said, Mama, no, I'm not going to college. I want to go to Hollywood because I want to, the story of Madonna, how she left home and she went to New York, and you see what I wanted to be, and I want to be with Houston too. Yeah. So, but my mama had said, no, I'm sorry, baby, but you can't do that. You need to have a backup. Well, so, you going right back up those stairs, and you will be going to Morris Brown College. Exactly. Be a teacher too. So, I did just that. But what else? To get to the acting piece was something happened in Atlanta Public Schools. I don't know if you all remember during the cheating scandal. Yes, I was a media specialist at the time, but I still had my teaching certification. So I was devastated because they put me out of the media center and they put me back in the classroom to help because you were part of an investigation, right? Job. So anybody who had a teaching certificate had to go and help. I remember that. Yeah. So I would go help. But I met my band teacher. He was at Continental College, Mr. Roy Dallas. Told me, he said, my wife is having a play. And I said, there I go again. Who, me? You want me to be the lead? I love it. I love it. I think you can do it. I love it. That having been pulled out of the media center, which was my love and heart, right, and introduced into that and finding out that there is life on another side. It was like a turning point because that play got me back into my mindset of that this is what I really want to do with my life. Okay. I've been in a play called The Journey where I played the goddess, goodness in a play. But the opportunity to really be in a play, and we were at 7 stages for that play, was the present day Ruth, and I played the lead. It really sparked my interest and passion again for what I really wanted to do in life. Okay. Once I got that down with the present day Ruth, it just seemed like other opportunities just start coming. I mean, would call me on the phone and say, hey, I have something going on. And I just started submitting. I started submitting praying. Like I prayed to the Lord and asked him, could I please be on being Mary Jane before it finished?
Come on, that's right.
I was like, I want to be on being Mary Jane. I could just be an extra, but that was a good featured extra that I was. That waitress on one episode, and then for the season finale, but for the finale of being Mary Jane, I was actually a guest at the wedding, and I was dancing by Gabrielle and Michael.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hey, I'm trying to get there. I'm still trying to get
on. But you got to keep grinding, honey. But let me ask you this: you are so multi-talented, and you operate in different capacities in the entertainment industry. How do you balance that? How do you balance all of that and your outside duties outside of the entertainment industry? How do you balance all of that?
I'm gonna make y'all laugh, honey. Jesus turned water to wine.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Yes, honey.
I got to keep it real because I almost poured me a glass for the interview. Come on. Somebody have to get my baby Jordan to go out there to move the wine.
Stella Rosa is my good friend, so it is what it is.
But no, seriously, I just pray like the little room that I'm in, the room that I'm in now that we have this interview, before COVID hit, something was telling me to get this room together. And I had already started trying to get this little room together. I have inspirational scriptures on the wall. I do a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer. I love to light my candles on the floor and just surrender myself to God. And
thank you, Father.
Yes, and then play music. I love music. I can just sit in the room, in my little room, and clean up or whatever. But I've got to have music, a meditation, reading scriptures, being a part of the prayer, because it can become overwhelming. I balance it as best I can, and I was exercising, but when COVID hit, it kind of went up.
Okay, I'll take that.
Listen, you are funny to me, girl. I just passed out though a minute. I came back. Listen. So all of these different opportunities you've had, can you tell us some of the great people in the industry that you've had a chance to meet?
Yeah, to meet,
and maybe they poured
engaging.
Yeah, and maybe they poured some wisdom into you in this journey that you're trying to go on, that you are going on for in acting and in everything that you're doing.
All of the genres in the entertainment industry.
Okay. My mentor is Natasha Garcia. She's with AGI Entertainment. You can Google her. And I have to tell the story of how I met Natasha. Have you ever heard of AMTC, Actors Monitor?
I know exactly what it is.
Okay, well, I went to an audition for that. And you audition and they call you back and say whether or not. Well, it was a room full of people. Okay. And, I'm not racist or anything like that. I love everybody. Well, I was in line. I have to say that before, I have to preface it before I'm getting ready to say it. I was in line and it was a whole lot of Caucasian judges. So I was saying to myself, wait a minute, they might not like my voice. I don't know. They might not like me. I don't know. I'm just being real.
Of course.
But Natasha Garcia stood out to me because she was someone who looked like me.
Yeah.
So you know me. You know what I did. I'm the person, if I go to a concert, I'm going to get to the backstage and meet my artist. Well, I'm doing myself throughout the line, and I got in Natasha Garcia's line. Because I don't know, the spirit or something spoke to me and said, this woman is the person who's going to take me where I want to go.
Oh, wow.
And it's doing that. I auditioned for her. I got a call back with AMTC. But guess what? I started Googling her that night.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
She's doing big things on Atlanta.
Let me find out who this lady is. When I read her bio and saw what she was doing, I said, well, I don't need to go to AMTC to see her. I just need to go straight to her.
Come on. I know that's right.
So I did that, and ever since I've been under her, with her helping me and guiding me through singing and acting. All of these other opportunities have come.
Yeah.
She's taken me to LA and auditioned in front of Nick Roses. You all can Google him. He's a casting agent. But I don't want to say it wrong yet because you might be watching, but again, so I don't want to say it wrong. Let's do him. But his registered actors, they are on they're on major networks. So she knows where, my goal is and what I'm trying to do. So
you will get there.
You will.
I definitely have to say Natasha Garcia. And just here recently, within the last 2 years, I got to audition for a play entitled One Love Calls Your Name, where I ended up landing the lead role in that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have to tell you the story about it because it's another influential person who's a part of that. My friend Trey Floyd, who has Trey Floyd TV, he asked me to audition for something for him. So I went thinking I was auditioning just for him. When I got to the audition, it was another man there. And he was like, well, we want you to read for his play. I was like, okay. He didn't have on anything fancy. He was looking ordinary. I did my monologue. I sang a little bit. And then next thing I know, they kept on telling me to come back into the room and start reading for other people. This is my big brother, Javon Johnson, who plays Richard on The Oval.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, then.
So, and Tosha's story, they have given me a lot of advice to help me with my craft. Javon has really helped me build my confidence because, I'm an educator at heart, of course.
Right.
I love to do this. So, there were some challenges with me in learning almost 100-page script or whatever lines for a play and being the lead. But he brought out the techniques that he used with me, build my confidence up. I would have to say Javon Johnson, Tosha's story. Tosha plays on The Young and the Restless. She's also on The Oval. And Natasha Garcia.
That's awesome.
Look at you, Sylvia.
Tasha's son, Brandon J., who's my vocal producer.
That is awesome.
Look at you.
Man, I tell you, honey, it was just on and on.
Imagine where is Tyler Perry and Abel? We're out here, and we are packing. Tell them we just ready. We can walk through the
Come on, you better say it, honey.
I can pour the wine for the cast.
Listen, we getting ready. Let me tell you something, Sylvia.
Go ahead, because
when you get the acting, we gonna score the films and the movies. So that's what we do.
That's what we do.
So we gonna be the acting to you.
God is really opening doors, and then we get to talk to you offline too. Because God is really opening up doors in everybody's their desire. TV and film in Atlanta is becoming really big in TV and film. And if that's a desire that you want, I tell anybody that just go for it. You never know. God dropped things in your lap. Our desire has always been, I know for me as well, and I'm quite sure Calandra always wanted to get into TV and film or wanted to be on the music side. And God is starting to just drop things in our lap. Just drop things. And I'm like, oh my God. When I tell you, you are going to have a speaking part in these shows, continue to believe that it's going to happen. It's happening. Because you can see God is strategically orchestrating your path. You can see it.
Yeah, He is.
You can see
there are no coincidences with God. He puts you in the place to be seen by the people you need to be seen by.
Of course.
But you got, and one thing about it, I said it today, you got to do your part. If he's going to bless you and open up the doors, you got to study that craft. You got to work with the people that you need to work with to build that craft. And you always can learn. We're never too old that we can learn or think we know everything about music, about the film, we're always learning. And we was talking about this the other day. You got to surround yourself. Surround yourself with like-minded people and people that are gonna speak life and people. I'm gonna be a millionaire, so I got to surround myself with millionaires.
I know that's right. Right. I know that's right.
Millionaire mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
So they got multiple streams of income.
Exactly. And then one thing I can say, about you, Sylvia, just listening to your story. Yeah. You have surrounded yourself with the right people. God has placed the right people in your life to take you to the places and help you move through this journey. And it just blesses me just to listen to you and to see how God is just orchestrating his hand all over your life, ma'am. It's even, And let me tell you, the blessing behind what I'm hearing right now is, you know, you love God and He put you in places where you may be the only God that they see, and you're standing strong.
Yes.
And you're standing strong. And I just really thank God just to hear your walk, your journey.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, Lord, you're doing this.
Right.
I love it.
Right. And listen, Sylvia, so then here comes the singer, the actress, and now she's a host.
Yes.
She's a host on
come on.
That's exactly what she do.
I love it.
So tell the people what about your show, when they can watch it, and what is the show about? How did it come about? Just tell us about that.
And I have to go back to that mentor. You said that person. Anybody who's on this journey, like you've already said, you've got to have people who've done it, and who've done it well, and they have something, you know, that can see your vision with you, because everybody can't see your vision.
Right.
And I'm starting to learn that. You know, I want everybody, I want you to like this. Everybody's not, because they have their own path.
Right.
Sunday Night Live with Sylvia Camille came from my mentor, Natasha Garcia. She challenged me.
Okay.
I was in a class with her, going from good to great to become a superstar. And in that 6-week course, we mapped out a vision and a plan for each of us. And I was in the class. So, you know, numbers mean a lot in the entertainment industry.
Yes. Learning that.
We know that. So she was like, you want to sing, you want to put out a song, you want to do all of this, but do you have any followers? Because once we put it out, who's listening to it? Is it just the people who love you in your circle? Or are you trying to reach the mass?
Right.
Said that to me. I was like, well, yeah, I want everybody to hear it. She was like, well, they need to get to know you first.
Right.
You first, and then they'll probably support your project.
Yes.
So she said, fine, one day out of the week. She said, I just want one day out of the week that you consistently can come online and do something. So for me, Monday through Friday, that's, you know, I'm in school,
right.
I'm in administration mode, I can't, and I'm in mama mode, I can't. And
right.
So I said, Sunday is my day. So I said, okay, I said, what you want? She said, I want you to go on YouTube Live, because, you know, with YouTube, of course, you know, you get 7 million followers, it becomes monetary. So strategic, okay. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and do it. So I did a couple of Sunday Night Lives by myself, you know, doing it. And then I said, well, can I invite some guests? Because I want to talk to some people. I don't want to be on here by myself.
We understand. We understand it.
So she was like, sure. So my first guest, so that's how that came about. It was created with my mentor. But now it has grown, and my feeling and my love for it has turned into something different. I want to use it as a platform to expose independent art.
Exactly.
I love it. Of people who have businesses who are positive.
Yes.
People, because I'm a very positive, bubbly person. I don't like to be down and staying in the fridge. Although, you know, we all go through those.
Right.
So much already going on in the world. I want people to know, at least on Sundays at 6 o'clock, you can tune in on YouTube Live with Sylvia Camille and hear somebody else's journey, what you might be going through, and
I love it.
Inspirational nuggets, talk about a big dream in life. And we just set each other up, you know, with a word of the week. I give a word of the week, excuse me, for the week to inspire. And that's all I want to do, is just send out positive energy to people on that platform and expose independent artists, people who have their business, who are new entrepreneurs, exposed to get whatever they have, their project out to the masses.
I love it.
Girl, we get it. When I tell you, we understand it, that how things can be birthed, where you're challenged or trying to stay, where you got to stay relevant, because it affects all your other avenues that you have. So we get that more than you know. You know, even with Conversations with Blue Mile, you know, and how it came about.
And right.
And you know, it came about in a pandemic. I called up and I'm telling you, God dropped this in my spirit. We need to be doing this.
Yeah.
You know, and then all of a sudden we was like, we already the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? We
For real.
We the
Like,
ebony and the
for real.
ivory. You know, we so different, but the energy that we have, and then all of a sudden, you know, we still singers, we're still writers, and all this. But then this show, it just keep on getting higher and higher and higher.
And we're so thankful for everybody that come through.
Yeah,
you know, this show.
And,
so
yeah, we get it. So our goal is to, you know, highlight our industry peers that are really out here doing it. You know, really representing God, really representing a great brand, and out here doing quality work with integrity. So we salute you, honey. You doing it,
ma'am.
You doing the thing, and
you are.
And we want everybody to win. We want everybody to eat.
Now let me tell you, what did Ice Cube say? That's my favorite rapper. He said it's enough out there for everybody.
Yes, he did.
And you know what? That is so.
If you think about it, when God cast that net and all that fish came back,
come on.
So just cast your own net. My last guest said, make your own Hollywood.
But you have to. This guy told me this years ago.
You see, Colette, that hit you. She said,
it hit me. I went to the left.
But you have to, because we talked about this. We talked about this. If you create your own platform, and it's good, they coming. You shouldn't have to do the hooking and crooking and the running and the just wear yourself out, and you can create your own platform and make sure that it's good. I guarantee you, somebody gonna come.
They come
every time. Right. Someone told me this years ago.
Yeah,
he said, Daphne, you don't have to be chasing everything out here. He said, you just be strategic about it, create a great platform, and watch them come.
They coming.
Amazing to me.
Amazing. Sylvia, let me tell you something. I enjoyed, you know, I'm grateful that you allowed me to be interviewed on your show, on your platform. Like I said, we go way back, got mutual friends.
I love
you know, Morris Brown, you know, just like I said, and you know what, and I can say this about Sylvia. Sylvia came to support me more than once, I think, but she came out when I had my debut of my I got so much music out, the album before the last one, and we were over there in College Park, and I looked around, we out there on the red carpet, and I said, look at Sylvia. Sylvia done came out and support, and I mean, wasn't expecting it. I didn't know she was coming, but she just showed up and showed her face, and I said that was amazing to me. And came and supported one other event or something I was doing, but you know what? We love it.
Yes,
it's about supporting.
It's all about supporting each other. It's enough at the top for everybody.
It's enough for everybody, because we all, God gave us all these gifts to operate in these different lanes, and it's all for the kingdom. Right. So everybody got a space to do it. So Sylvia, tell us what's next for you. What you got next coming up that we need to be looking out for and come and support, whether it's money, however we need to do it. What's next for Sylvia Camille?
Sylvia Camille has something very exciting.
I'm excited just because you said it.
May 15th, I'm going to be in, I was in the Encounter to play in Douglasville, written by Britta Brown, and I play Vanessa, who the play is about women who've gone through different types of issues in life. I played the depressed.
Okay.
I'm happy that she gave me that character, because I did not know that ever since my father passed, I've really been in a depression.
Wow.
Come on. 2 weeks ago. So that play is going to be taped live. So look out on Facebook. It's called The Encounter. That's May 15th. You can purchase tickets. But the most exciting thing is Sylvia Camille. I'll be first to announce it here. I have written an original song. Okay. It's already been mixed and mastered.
Wow, that's big.
By the only big Brandon J, who y'all can Google him. He was on Songland. That's my vocal producer.
Okay.
So I am very excited about it. Let me tell you all how this song, that's why anyone who's listening, any opportunity for a class, a workshop, just any opportunity that comes before you, if you're able to do it or at least listen to it on a Zoom or whatever. Because you know how people say, oh, you always doing something. You always doing something. You doing something. No. Things are birthed through opportunities. And they are and not come again. So here again, my mentor, Natasha Garcia, she said, I think you need to take a songwriting class. Now, hear me again. Who, me? I don't know how to write songs. Well, I listened. I obeyed. Yes, I obeyed. I listened. I obeyed. And I said, okay, well, I'm giving it a try. A part of this class, it was 6 weeks long. We did it in November. Part of the class, what kind of hooked me was, you write original songs, and at the end of the original song, you get to record your original, whatever song you fell in love with.
That is so awesome.
So, in that space, in that time on the first day of class, this song, yeah. So I'm very excited about it. I'm super excited about it, and happy.
I cannot wait.
Girl, I'm ready to go buy it.
Let us know when you release it so we can put it in our playlist.
Girl, and you and Brandon J. That's
I've
big.
I've heard of
From
him.
Songland. That show. I love watching that show, and they showed how they came and they dissected songs and put them together with the melodies. I loved watching that because I learned just by watching that show.
Okay.
How the producers and the songwriters. You're talking about people that have worked with great people in the industry.
Yeah.
Brandon J is not somebody that's haven't, is like somebody.
Yeah, his name is traveling. People know who Brandon J is.
So that's a blessing.
So that's a big deal.
All right, guys. I want to thank you all so much for spending this hour with me, Sylvia Camille. And I stopped the interview, but if you want to see the end, then that was basically the ending of it. I hope you're going to stay inspired this week. Remember, determination is our word of the week. I love you all so much. And a happy early Mother's Day to our mothers out there, because next Sunday is Mother's Day. And we'll see who our guest is next week. Smooches. Love you. Have a great night. Thank you for tuning in.